In a rural country area, in one of those famous Angkor temple, a Buddhist temple in Siem Reap province, Cambodia, there is a boy called Kraeng. When he was less than 6 years old, he was diagnosed with malnutrition, with low weight and low height, because of his mother lacked of the right way of rearing a child. His mother lacked of the healthy consciousness of providing a much healthy and protein meals to his kids. Kraeng was not the only child that was diagnosed with malnutrition. Then one day, a group called Global Vision came to his village. They had meetings with the local communities, with the local stakeholders, and also with the village head to discuss those major child well-being issues in Kraeng's villages. They had meetings after meetings, and they come up with assessment report, recommendations report on how to solve those child well-being issues in 15 years. What they imagine is to give a better environment for a child like Kraeng with better access to health, nutrition, education, and wash. After Kraeng's mother had a much better knowledge in rearing a child with much healthier way by putting a meal with a mix of green vegetables, eggs, and meats, Kraeng finally have the opportunity to grow much healthier day by day. With much healthy access to nutrition, Kraeng grew much healthier every day. And when he was big enough to go to the primary school, he noticed that there was one special distinguished corner. In that corner, everyone seems to be engaging and interacting with one another. And the teachers at that corner seems to be more engaging with the students. And after the school, everyone just so excited to go to that corner. When Kraeng was old enough, he later learned that corner has a special name. It's called a reading corner. In that corner was decorated with creative posters, crafts, and educational materials, and even books, so that the students can borrow the books from their reading corners and to bring their books to their home. Kraeng loved that reading corner so much that he decorated his home just like that reading corner, so he could just read and pen whenever he liked. With much better access to education and nutrition, but somehow Kraeng will hear from his classmates about how mean their parents their parents treated to them, how much that their parents scolded at Kraeng's friends yesterday. Because in Kraeng's village, the common mindset is parents have the right to discipline their children whatever they like, and the children feel they are deserved to be disciplined because they are children. And this is a very common mindset. But deep down, Kraeng knew that there must be a much better way, because that was not how his mother told him. The mother raised Kraeng in a much protective and loving environment. So deep down, Kraeng knew that there must be a better way rather than just physical or verbal violence to raise a child. When Kraeng had that idea, he learned from the school teacher that a group outside the school was newly established. It's called the youth clubs. In that youth club, every child is expected to identify the community issues and make an impact to their communities. When Kraeng heard that idea, he was so excited because he knows that there must be a better way on how to protect ourselves. And he also so excited to learn about how to help his friends to protect themselves from the violence, and also how to report an incident to the local authorities, or how to solve the community issue collectively together. Kraeng wanted to be an advocate to solve the violence against the children. So when the group was newly established, Kraeng couldn't wait to join the club. In 2000, 26. A staff from Global Vision had the opportunity to meet Qi next month. Because deep down, she knew, because this is not a coincidence that this staff saw the impact from the club can change a person's life. Because herself was changed after she joined Born to Shine. She knows a club is more than just a club. A club is a community. A club is a family. A club is where we have our voice heard. This is a club that we are constantly reminded that we are born to shine. So, you see, Qi, it's not a child. It's actually one of the districts in Siem province. And I will be given an opportunity to interview some of these youths from the youth clubs to assess our works in their communities. And that is the message I want to tell Qi. That is the message I wanted to tell the youth after the interview is, remember, you are born to shine. So just shine the way you like. Believe in yourself. You are born to shine.